Good morning, students. Today I'm going to start your new chapter, that is geometry, chapter number 6. So before start this chapter, we have to study about some basic concept. So first one, know what is the meaning of point? It shows the definite position and has no length, breadth and thickness. It's just a definite position, a point, and it has no length, no breadth and no thickness. It is known as a point, as you represent by a one dot. Now, line segment, it has two endpoint and has a definite length. Line segment is a line which has what? Two endpoint. Like that one endpoint here, one endpoint here. It is known as AB. It is known as the what? Line segment. If we take line, then it is an end dash. You can move from any side. You can increase from this side also and this side also. This length is definite of the length of the line segment is definite, cannot be changed, but the length of a line can be changed. Here just see, it is a point, it is a line segment, two end point are fixed, so you cannot change the length of a line. It is known as the line. Their end point is not fixed, so you can increase this side also and this side also. It is known as the ray. Ray has one end point and other point you can increase or decrease according to your need. So this is a point, this is a line segment, it is a line and it is known as the ray. Now come on the revision exercise. Revision exercise depend on your previous knowledge only. In class 4 you study something, in here we have discussed here. The diameter of the circle is divided into two dash circle. The diameter of a circle divide the circle into what? Two semicircle. It is a diameter, so it is one semicircle, it is second semicircle. So it divide the circle into two semicircle. The diameter is twice of what? Diameter is always twice of the radius. As you know that in the circle it is radius, it is also radius. So diameter is equal to what? R plus R, you get 2R. That is twice of the radius. The length of the boundary of circle is known as the circumference. This total boundary is known as the what? Circumference. This length, if you count this one, it is known as the circumference. The longest chord. Chord is the distance between 2 points on the circumference of the circle. If the chord is passed through the center, then it is known as the longest chord. It is known as the diameter. So the longest chord of the circle is called the diameter. These are all the previous knowledge. Draw a line segment AB of 4.3 or 4 cm 3 mm. Okay, no need. Just take a one scale. Just take a one scale and draw a point here 1 and draw a point here 1, and just on the scale just find 4.3. It's 4 here and a small point are there, just find small point 3 and put decimal here and then join. So it is known as AB. You write here it is known as 4.3. So simply you can draw the line of 4.3 centimeter, no problem. Write whether the following object have curved surface or straight edge. Curved edge or straight edge. Curved edge means curved side. It is known as the straight side and it is known as the curved side. Now you have to tell the surface have curved side or straight edge, or side you can say. Ring. Ring has curved edge. Cold drink bottle, curved edge. Book, straight. Door, straight. Table, straight. Plate, curved. All of you know these are the normal things. Write whether the object have plane or curved surface. Plane surface is like that one, just like a rectangle on a plane surface. Curved surface is just like a circle. So now I have to try pencil. Pencil have what? Curved surface because it is circular in shape. Notebook have plane surface and orange is curved, so curved surface. Floor plane surface. Table plane surface. Egg has a curved surface. Simply previous knowledge there, nothing else. Now just what is the, now we have to understand what is the meaning of angle. An angle is formed at the point where two edges or two line segment or two rays are made. So what is angle? Angle is what? When two rays intersect each other at a one common point, then they form an angle. They may be ray, they may be line segment, or they may be only line. So this is the definition of angle. Here in this figure you see here the angle is made between the two hand clocks. Small one and large one is known as the angle. Here also see that there is one angle is formed. So these are the example of angles. Now how to write the name of an angle? Just look here, you have one angle X, Y, O, X. So this at O part they are meet now. The angle is formed here between two lines. So this common point is known as vertex. The common point of angle is known as vertex. This gap is known as the angle and this is known as the arm. Arm means side. So if they ask for arms, what you say? It is OY and OX. They are known as the arms. They know about the vertex. Vertex is O because it is a common point. And what is the angle? Angle is YOX. So angle you can write here YOX. Always remember that vertex is always come in the middle. So you can write here as XOY also. Vertex position not change, but you can change the remaining arms. Okay. So there are two names to write the name of a angle. While writing name of an angle, the vertex letter is always written in the middle of the angle name. While writing the angle name, this vertex letter is always written in the middle of the angle name. So you can write here is XOY or YOX. This is the way to write the name of an angle. Now come on your exercise 6a. Your first question is, which of the following show angle? So angle is formed only when two lines meet with each other or two lines intersect with each other. So they are two lines, they did not intersect, though angle is not formed here. Here in the B part, two lines intersect, so angle is formed here. In C part, two lines intersect, angle form is here. In D part, these lines are not intersect, so angle not formed here. E part not formed, and F part they intersect, so angle is formed in F part. Now come on second question. Make ray to show the angle in the following picture. One need has done for you. Okay, you have one figure like that one. Just wait one again, I am drawing. Now what you do, you have to draw the rays to form the angle. Now you show like that one. Angle is formed here, so you draw two rays. If you want, you can draw here also. Angle is formed here. Here you can make, here you can also make. It means you have to make two rays where angles are formed, or angles are formed when two lines intersect each other. Now come on L1, draw one line here, one line here is known as the rays. Here also one this, and in this way also you can draw this one. Where angle form, you draw the rays. Now just see E part. So E part, you see that two rays like that one, two rays like that one ray like that one, and one ray like that one. So you can draw this one by scale. H1, just see, in H you draw this rays to show angle. I am making a big figure now. Now just see how we draw this ray. Angle is formed here, so draw two rays like that one. Angle is formed here, draw two rays, and angle is formed here, draw two rays. So you have to draw the rays where angle is formed. In K also you can draw these rays. These are the same one. Now come on E part. Write the name of the vertex, arms and angles. So in the given table, vertex is there, arms is there, angles is there. So first you have to make angle here. Angle is given here QOP. Angle is there what? QOP. So the question asks vertex. Vertex, what is vertex? What is the name of the intersecting point? So right here O here. Okay. Now what is the arms? Arms are the side of the angles. So it is OP and OQ. So what are the arms? Arms is OP and OQ. Right here OP and OQ. And what is the angle? Angle is QOP. This vertex is always come in the middle. So right here QOP, or you can write also as POQ. If you want, you can write here POQ also. But vertex position is always come in the middle. Now come on the second one. Just see B. Vertex is Y because it is an intersecting point. And what is the ray? Ray is YX and YZ. And what is the angle? Angle is XYZ. Okay, and this is the symbol to write the name of an angle. First write this one and write here X, Y, Z. It is a sign of a symbol. We always have to write in front when we write the name. Now come on C1. C1 vertex is B and ray is AB and BC. And what is the angle name? Angle name is ABC or CAB. Sorry, CBA. Both are correct. What is ABC or CBA? What I am writing here, only one name. Now come on D word. Vertex is what? E. Rays is ED and EF. And what is the angle name? Angle name is DEF or FED. Both are same and both are correct also. So we are writing here only one name, DEF. If you want, you can write also FED. But vertex is always come in the middle. Always remember, this vertex always come in the middle. Now come on fourth one. How many angles are there in the following figure? Write the name of the angle also. Okay. They ask how many angles are there. Now look here. It is your first angle. Okay. Now it is your second angle. Okay, sorry, one again I am writing. First angle, second angle, and this total is known as the third angle. First angle here, second angle here, third angle here. So you write here three angles are there. What is the name? Name is first angle. What is the name of first angle? AOB. Angle is AOB right here. Now second is BOC right here, BOC. And what is third one? Third one is AOC, complete angle. It is known as AOC right here. So one again I am telling, first is this. So right here AOB, what is in the middle? Now second one this right here BOC. Now third one is AOC, complete angle, that is the AOC. Okay. Now come on the second one. Have to count the angle. I am writing here one mark. First angle, second angle, third angle. When we add first, second, it become 4. When we add third, second, third, it become 5. And total one is 6. So total 6 angles are there. First here, second here, third here, fourth here when we combine first and second, and 5 here when we combine second and third. And this complete whole angle is also known as a one angle. It means there are total 6 angles. So I am writing a 6 angle. What is the name? Name of the first angle is TPS. Right here TPS. Second one is SPR right here. Third one is RPQ right here. Three angle writing here, and the fourth one is TPR because we combine two now. It is TPR. Next one is SPQ here. And what is the last one? Last one is TPQ. It is a complete angle. It is TPQ. So there are 6 angles. We have to write their name also. Okay. So finally you have completed your exercise 6A. Now I am come on 6B, but before start this exercise we have to study some basic things. So now I am introduce here a one protractor. All of you know protractor. All of you have geometry books, one protractor. Sometimes it is also known as D because its figure is just looking at here D. So first you study about this protractor. So protractor has one center point. It is known as what? Center point. This line is known as the baseline. This line is known as the baseline. Baseline is always passed through this 0. Baseline is always passed through this 0. It is known as a center point. And they have two scale, inner scale and outer scale. They have two scale, inner scale and outer scale. Now, when you draw a line or baseline to a right side, there are two baseline. This is also baseline. This is also baseline. This is are to the right side and this are to the left side. So when you take baseline to the right side, then you consider the inner scale. That you consider the inner scale. When you take right side, you consider the inner scale. And when you take the left side, you consider the outer scale. Okay. So you always remember, when you take baseline to the left side, then you consider the inner scale. When you have to use this one, when you use the baseline at the left side, then you consider the outer scale. So you have to remember these two things for using this protractor. And the angle is measured in degree. Angle is measured in degree. Okay. So these are the basic thing. Unit for using the angle is degree, and 1 degree is read as 1 degree. If you write here 1 and 1 dot small here, then it is known as 1 degree. It is 1, it is degree, it is known as 1 degree. So 1 degree is read as 1 degree. Okay. And I told you also how to use this one. First you draw a one line. Okay. Now take this protractor and this center point is put at this corner. Okay. And your center point is adjusted in such a way that this baseline is passed through the 0. This baseline passes through 0. When you put the like that one, and now you are taking that right side, so you have to use inner scale. So you have to use inner scale and then you draw the angle. Now I am showing you here with one example how to draw the angle. How to measure an angle. Suppose one angle is given to you, like that one angle is given, and you have to measure what is the measurement of this angle. Then what you do, take the protractor and put the center point here, and baseline will overlap with this line. Baseline will overlap with this blue line. Now what you do, now when you put, now you have to check at what point this ray pass. Suppose in this question, this line is passed through at 70. So you will write here 70. Simply you can measure the angle. Now just understand with the help of your example. Place the center, suppose angle is given like that one, you have given like that x o y, like that one x o y angle you have given, you have to measure this angle. Now how to measure, just see. Place the center of the protractor on the vertex O. When line is like that one na, x o y, so you have to put the center at O. You have to put the center at O. Now when you put like that one, have you see here, it is your baseline and you have to put the center at O. Okay, and just like you have to check that this baseline is passed through this 0. If it's not passed through, then adjust your protractor and put like that one. This vertex is come on the center point and this baseline is passed through the center. Now you have to check at what point this line will pass. You have to check at what line this line will pass. Now you are using that your right side na? So you have to take inner scale. Now just check inner one, 1 2 3 4, it passed through 70. So you have to write here 70 degree. Simply you can write like that one. So you have write here what, 70 degree. Now come on the second one. When you take the angle like that one and you have to use your left side, not right but left. So angle is there, so put your protractor center point at this vertex O and adjust in such a way that this baseline is passed through the center. Like that one you have to put, angle is there given. Now you have to adjust like that one, it becomes center passed through O. Now you are using, because left side you have to take outer scale. Now just take outer scale 10 20, it become what, 65, because it is in the middle of 60 and 70 now. So it become what, 65. So right here 65. Okay, so it is the way to measure the angle. It is very easy. One again I am telling in a simple word. Suppose angle is given like that one and angle is given like that one, two angle are given. Now you have one protractor like that one, it at some center point. Now you have to put this protractor on the angle in just a way that this vertex will coincide with center point. This center will come on what, where this center will become on this vertex. So when you put like that one, this center will come on vertex and this is a baseline which pass through this 0. Now you have to measure, because you are using right side, so you have to check inner scale. What is the value come on the inner scale, you have to write here. When you put this D or protractor here, just like that one, you have to put vertex. Now you like to draw. Now because you are using right side, you have to take inner scale, outer scale. Now you have to check at which point it cut and write that name also. In this way you can measure the angle. Now come on 6b. Use your protractor and measure this angle. Now with the help of protractor, you have one protractor like that one, you have given this angle. So how do you solve? Just put this protractor on this angle in such a way that the center point come on this vertex P and this C will pass through the 0. This line pass through the 0 or baseline pass through the 0. Now just measure the angle at what point this line will cut. When you see, when you put like that one, suppose I am making a one protractor here to show you how to solve. Suppose you draw like that one, center point become on the vertex and pass through the C. Because you are using your right side, you have to use the inner scale. Now when you see at your protractor, this line will come at 75 degree. It means it become between 80 and 70. So you have to write here what, 75 degree. Understand or not? So you have to write the name here what, 75 degree. It is known as the measurement of the angle. Simply you can measure all these angle by using your protractor. Just putting your protractor center point at the vertex and this baseline coincide with this one. When you now you check at what point this line will cut, at what point this line will come, you have to write here this degree here. So when you measure this angle, it becomes 75, it becomes 40. This question you have to do by yourself. 90, 180, 80 and 160. So when you use your protractor and measure this angle, this measurement will become. So you have to verify all this in your book and you have to just check they are coming same or not. This is known as the measurement of the angle. Come on, G also, H also and I also, you have to measure. It become 150 degree, it become 90 degree, it become 10 degree. One part again I am solving here. Suppose you put your D here, protractor here, just like center point come on the vertex and this is known as what, pass through the 0 or baseline. So when you see it pass through the 90 and you are using your what, left side, you have to see the outer scale. So you have to see here become 90, so you have to put here 90. Okay, and similarly become 10. So your exercise 6a, I think it is what exercise 6b. 6b is also completed, very easy, you have to just measure the angle only. Now I am going to tell you the name of the angle, types of angle. They are different type of angle on the basis of their measurement. What first one is known as the right angle. First one known as the right angle. What is right angle? The measurement of a right angle is always 90 degree. If the angle measurement is 90 degree, then is known as the right angle. So in this exercise, you see there it become 90. So it is also known as right angle. It is also known as right angle. So what is the meaning of right angle? Right angle means the measurement of right angle is always 90 degree. The angle whose measure is 90 degrees is known as the right angle, you can say. Now come on second one. Second one is what? Straight angle. Straight angle is just like a straight line. So straight angle is always a what? 180 degree. You always remember. So they say here the measure of a straight angle is always 180 degree. Right angle is what? 90, and straight angle is what? 180 degree. Now come on the third one. Acute angle. What is the acute angle? In normal what you say that acute angle is less than 90 and greater than 0. In simple word we can say that the angle which is more than 0 but less than 90 is known as the acute angle. So for example 70, because angle is lying between 0 and 90. So if become 90 is known as the right angle, if become 0 is known as a 0 angle. What I am telling, it become between 0 and 90. So if become 0 is known as the 0 angle, if become 90 is known as the right angle, and if become between them like 70, 40, 30, then they are known as what? Acute angle. They are known as what? Acute angle. So the measure of an acute angle is always less than 90, but it is always greater than 0 also. Okay. Now come an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle lies between, acute angle lies between what? 0 to 90. And obtuse angle lies between 9 to 180. So acute angle is lies between 0 and 90. It means it become 10, 20, 30, 40 like that one, and 90 more than become 100, 120, 140 like that one. So it is known as 0 angle, it is known as right angle, and the angle which come between them is known as the acute angle, and this is known as right angle, this is known as straight angle. 180 known as straight angle, and the angle which come between them is known as obtuse angle. They are known as obtuse angle. The measure of an obtuse angle is always more than 90 but less than 180. It is more than 90 but less than 180. So in simple word we can say that they lies between 90 and 180. They are known as what? Obtuse angle. Now complete angle. Complete angle means 360 degree. This is known as the complete angle, and this degree is what? 360 degree. Zero angle, as I told, zero angle is make. Reflex angle is very important one, just understand. Suppose one angle is there, it is suppose 95 degree. So when we count the back side one, bigger one, that is known as reflex angle. That is known as reflex angle. This back side angle or the bigger angle is known as what? Reflex angle. If any line intersect each other, two angle is make, one is small and the second one is bigger, then bigger angle is always known as what? Reflex angle. Actually angle is a distance between two lines. Angle is distance between two lines. This is also a distance between two lines, and this is also a distance between two lines. So when it becomes bigger, it's known as reflex, or when it becomes small, it may be right, straight, or acute, or obtuse. Now I am coming your exercise 6C. Fill in the blanks. A right angle measure what? What is the meaning of right angle? Is always 90 degree, as I told. Straight angle is always 180 degree, as I told. Zero angle is always measure 0, and acute angle measure is less than. Remember acute angle, it is greater than 0 and less than 90. So you have to put here 90. Okay. Now a dash angle measure more than 90 but less than 180. The angle which is more than 90 and less than 180, that is obtuse angle, as I told you now. It is obtuse angle. And angle measure more than 180 and less than 360. More than 180 less than 360, this is known as what? Reflex angle. As I told, that is bigger one. Bigger one is reflex angle. So it is more than 180 and less than 360 by definition. So it is known as reflex angle. Now come on second one. Draw these with the help of your ruler and pencil. A straight angle POQ. You have to draw the straight angle POQ. Now I am writing here. Just draw a line POQ. Make a point O here and draw the angle. Straight angle is like that one. It is always what? 180 degree. Now complete angle ABC, complete angle is 360 degree na. So it become always like that one as I told. So draw a one figure ABC and it is what 360 degree. If you want you can write that one also 360 degree. Now acute angle is less than what 90 but greater than 0. So all of you know it is known as right angle. It is known as what right angle. So if you reduce that part, it is the gap is known as 90 degree. When you reduce this part, then it become what acute angle. So draw one angle STU is such that it is less than 90. This is 91 now, so it is less than 90. This is 90 and this gap is less than 90. So they are known as what acute angle. And angle you can draw. And this question have many answer also. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is got greater than 90. So this one is 90 as you know straight one. So you take some extra part. So it become more than 90. So it is then known as obtuse angle. How to draw? Just draw one line. Suppose it is 91. If they want acute, so you take less than this line because it is less than 90. If they want obtuse, take more than this line because it is more than 90. So it is known as obtuse, this is known as acute. So you can draw this one also. And reflex angle. Reflex angle is what? If two line is there, the greater is known as reflex angle. So draw this example. This is an example of what? Reflex angle. And right angle always a straight angle. And the measurement of is what? 90 degree. This side also 90 and this side also 90 if you measure. Now come on third question. Identify the angle and write the acute. For acute write A, for obtuse write O, for right you write R, for complete C reflex RE. Okay. All of you know acute is what? More than 0 less than 90, obtuse more than 90 less than 180, right 90 degree, complete what 360 reflex angle more than 180 less than 360. So you have to just check and write. So as you show it is a small one. As you see here this angle is very small, so it is acute angle. It is complete angle. Now it is what 180 degree na straight angle. So right here S straight. Now just check here it become 90. This symbol, if this symbol is written there, so it means it is 90 degree. It means what? It is 90 degree. So it become right angle 90 degree. It become acute. So write A here. Now it become what? Obtuse because it is less than 90. If we draw the straight line, if we draw the what? Straight line, then it become 90. So it is more than 90. So it is known as obtuse angle. So right here O here. Now it is also a complete angle. It is also a what? Reflex angle. Back side they are taking bigger one, reflex angle. And this is known as what? This sign is here, so it is known as right angle. Okay. Now come on the question number, next question. Question number 4. Each basket, 8 baskets are given in one basket. Okay. In this question, you what do? Some basket are given, small basket are given, and they have one big basket. So angle according to their name you have to put in that basket. Okay. They want right angle. Right angle is what? 90 degree. So from this one you take 90 and put here. Straight angle is 180 degree. From this one you take 180 and put here. Acute angle are less than 90. Just check. Less than 90 and more than 0. So it becomes 60 here, 75 here, and 85 here. So right here 70, 80. 60, 85 and 75. They are all the example of what? Acute angle. Reflex angle more than 180, that is 350 and 200. They are the example of reflex angle. Obtuse angle more than 90 less than 180, that is 120 here and what 100 here. So they are what? Obtuse angle. Zero angle is always 0 and complete is the angle always 360. So you all of you write this angle in the small basket according to their name. Now come on the question number 5th. Measure the angle and complete the table. Okay, you have to measure with the help of your protractor. As I told how to measure the angle. So first angle you measure, it become 40 and 40 is known as what? Acute angle because it's less than 90. Now when you measure second one, it become 90. 90 is known as what? Right angle. So put right on the right, tick on the right one, and they are remain as blank. Now come on B part, angle 1, when you measure it become 90. So put on right angle, and when you come measure this complete becomes 130. 130 is what? Obtuse. So you have to tick correct on obtuse one. Now come on C part, when you measure one angle, when you measure, how to measure? To put the protractor as I told, it become 110 degree and 2 become 70 degree. 110 is more than 90, so it become obtuse. So tick correct on obtuse one and remain as blank. And 70 is acute, so put correct on acute and remaining remain as blank. So finally I am completing your exercise 6A, 6B and 6C. It is a practice exercise, it's a geometry one, so you have to practice more and more. Draw the angle with the help of protractor, measure the angle, and in the next class I am tell you how to measure the angle with the help of protractor, how to draw the angle with the help of protractor. So if anyone have any doubt in any question, they can ask me now. In this class I am tell you I teach you how to measure the angle. In the next class I tell you how to draw the angle with the help of a protractor. So all of you ready with your protractor and geometry box. Thank you.